Guys, I'm at the gungo tree and this is what I've gotten so far. I'm just going to take a few more. I'm not going to harvest all of them on camera. I started before, as you can see, and we do have quite a good amount. There are quite a few that are not that full, so I'm feeding the pods to ensure that they're full. What I'll do is to shell these. We have some green ones and some dry ones in the mix. So I'll shell them, put them down, and then keep on adding to them. My name is Saroya, and if you are new here, welcome to Blessings from the Garden. As I said before, this is about 2 or 3 roots of fungal plants, and the tree has given us a lot of food, and it is just blossoming non-stop. So we have a lot of new growth on the plants, and hence we're having more food. All right, so the plants just keep on giving and giving and giving. I'm going to leave the rest for some other time. I'm going to harvest some other stuff in between, but before I do harvest some other stuff, I'm going to show you something. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so this is our pineapple that's growing, and as you notice, there are some little things that are almost resemble the pineapple tops. And you know, this pineapple that's growing now was originally planted from the crown. So this is the crown. And we got the pineapple, took the crown off, just like this, took the crown off and planted it right here. Doing that will take 3 years, the max, to produce fruit. And if the farmers did that, then, you know, there wouldn't be much business. So what you can do to get fruits at a quicker pace is to remove some of these suckers. Not these are the slips. So I will show you what the suckers are, but these are the slips that are attached to the fruit itself. So I'm going to gently remove one of the slips, and we can plant these, and they will give you, this is how they're looking. I just took it off gently, and I'm going to put this in some dirt in a little container, and as soon as it grows and grows and grows, I'll keep on uppotting. So doing this method will allow you to get pineapples between roughly 18 months to 2 years instead of the long wait of 3 years. So this is a slip. These are the other slips here. This is a smaller one. As the pineapple continues to grow, I'll watch these and we'll take them off in a couple weeks time. So I'm going to uppot this one and show you how it is done. Then we look at what are considered suckers. All right, so some time ago I planted one pineapple, and I'm assuming that it was from a slip and not a crown, because I think I got that pineapple. But anyway, it started to split and produce other suckers. So this is the main sucker, and these are the other 2 suckers that came from it. One is here and the other is here. So what I will have to do, because all 3 of them can't grow in the same container, they will compete for food. So I'm going to gently pull this one out and also pull this one out. All right, so now this will have time and more nutrients to focus on its own growth. So I have these to plant out. So these are the suckers and these are the slips. And this, in doing this way, using this method of planting, will ensure that you get your fruits in a quicker time. All right, containers here. So the smaller container will hold the slip, and then the bigger ones will hold the suckers. And I'm not going to feed these until they're a little bit established with their roots growing and stuff. I'm just going to gently tuck it in, not too deep. Ouch. Trying to have the soil aerated a bit. So these have some roots on them. I'm going to add some more soil to these. Alright, so add in the soil, some more soil to the containers. And we uppot them as they grow. Right. So in about 2 weeks time, we'll give them some food. Just want the roots to be established a bit. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to do it from the crown. As I said before, it takes a longer time to produce from the crown, about 3 years. But since we have the pineapple, we're going to use the crown and show you how it is done. So I'm just going to just simply cut off the top of the pineapple. Alright, so we are going to have this. We can use some for drink with our June plum and make some juice and eat some of it fresh. Alright, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this now. So what I'm going to do is just to tear off this portion, some portion of the crown. I think that would be enough. Let me just, yeah. Alright, so that would be enough. Alright, so this would be enough. So I'm going to just use this container to root it in. And of course, you can also root it in water, but we have never done that before. We just root it in the soil and it works for us. And we just put this in a shady spot for it to grow its roots, and then when the roots are well developed and the pineapple top begins to grow, we'll uppot it. So we will not add any fertilizer to this yet. until the roots are established. Alright, so it's sitting perfectly fine in the container. There you have it. Alright, that's why I take off so much of the bottom layers. And do not overwater because it will get rotten if you do that. The soil is damp, so I'm just going to leave it as is. I need to show you something. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you this. This pineapple plant is dying back. This was what we first harvested from, and as you can see, the mother plant has totally died back. So once you harvest the fruit, the mother plant will automatically die back. And what was growing beside the mother plant was a sucker. It was a baby sucker, a very small sucker, and it has now fully matured and growing into its own plant. So pretty soon you'll be seeing pineapple coming from this sucker. As I said before, if you want to grow pineapples in a quick time, you can take the slips from the pineapple, and these are the slips. They're attached to the fruit. Or if you have any suckers, like how we harvested from the mother plant and it produced suckers. Oh my, I'm just seeing another sucker here. Oh, so we will have to take this out some other time, but not now. So this is a sucker. So this mother plant, of course, is not producing any suckers because it is still producing on its own. All right, so once we harvest this, the plant will automatically die back, and then you'll see the suckers coming out. All right, I never saw this one, so we'll have to take this out sometime next week. I hope you got something from this video. If you want to have pineapples in quick time, do plant from suckers or slips. If you do plant from crowns, you'll have to wait longer, about 3 or more years. With the suckers and slips, about 18 months. But if you want to stagger your harvesting time or harvesting period, then you can do all three, which we have done. All right. We're going to harvest. This okra is pretty big. All right, getting some yellow pear tomatoes. And while doing that, I'm attending to this broccoli plant, taking off the leaves that are not doing so well. All right, guys. So this cabbage, that is slowly heading. Some probably just leave it. It's slowly heading. Started to be harder. It wasn't like this last week, so probably I'll give it 2 more weeks. If not, I'll rip it out. And but it will be eaten. Rip it out doesn't mean that I'm going to throw it away. It's going to be eaten. Some things, some pests are damaging the leaves. All right, so but I want it to head up some more. If not, we'll take it. But it's growing very slow. These cabbages do grow very slow. Taking 2 cucumbers from this plant. 2 cucumbers. Oopsie. And these are lovely. And there are some smaller fruits on it. So once we take these off, they will grow because it will direct the energy back to those fruits. And these fruits are looking so good. Cucumber this time of the year. This is amazing to have cucumbers this time of the year. So these are English cucumbers, Pasanda F1, I think is, don't remember the name, but it's Pasanda. We'll link it on the screen. But I have 2 Suyo long cucumbers to be harvested, so I'm going to take those now. Alright guys, so this was one of the projects to be done to remove this plant But look at this. We're seeing fruits on the plant. One is here, one is here. Our aim was to remove it this week, but I guess not. The plant is fruiting again. So we'll see how that one goes. So this is one of our suyo long cucumbers. I'm not sure if this one is turning yellow. It looks a bit yellow, and I can understand because there are three fruits hanging on this particular vine right here. I'm going to take this one. Try my best not to cut the vine as to release the others. So careful. All right. This one is pretty long. Suyo long cucumber, the name of this cucumber. It's an Asian cucumber, I think. It's spiky though, full of spikes. And here is another suyo long cucumber going in this container. And this is the fruit. It's very, look at the fruit at the bottom. It's very heavy at the bottom, but small at the top. So I'm going to take it. I don't want it to turn yellow. Almost turning yellow. All right, but it's still edible. You can have this evening. This is not good, so I'm just going to throw it over here so it can grow if it wants to grow. All right, so I'm going to take these two pak choys. I'm just going to wash them off a bit because I don't want to carry the dirt inside the kitchen. Don't do that. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us today in today's video. April 1st, 2025, a new month. Look at that. The year is going so fast. All right, so this is what you can achieve. We are real rich, real rich. We have our food, our gungo peas, dry and green, two types of cucumber. These are the suyo long cucumbers, our English cucumbers, pak choys, yellow pear tomatoes, and our okra. And I'm going to do some planting off camera. So I'm going to plant some more okras. So this is what you can achieve in your own backyard. Do grow some food. See you next time. Remember, start that garden one content at a time. Bye-bye for now.